Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. This video is probably the most last minute video I have ever filmed because I only have 25 minutes and reaction videos usually take me at least an hour to film. So let's go. We don't have time. Also, it's morning and I apologize if I look really puffy because I woke up, decided to do my skincare routine, and my face decided that it would cosplay as a tomato today. I don't know why, but I was red, puffy, and juicy. I don't know where that came from. In this video, I'm going to be reacting to Olivia Rodrigo's skincare routine. And I'll be 100% honest, like most of my reaction videos to actresses and actors, I don't know who she is. And when I looked her up on Google, it said, Olivia Rodrigo is known for her roles as Paige Olvera on the Disney Channel series Bizaardvark and Nini Salazar-Roberts on the Disney series High School Musical, the musical series. Why did I sound like a 60-year-old reading that? Bizaardvark? I'm so sorry. I don't know what either of those are. I mean, I know what High School Musical is, but I haven't seen like the series. Oh, no. It is High School Musical, the musical. So I haven't seen either of those. So I'm sorry. I have not done my homework in preparation for this video, but I figured why not create a reaction video because she seems cool.
So I drive alone past your street.
And you guys requested this, so let's just get into this and see what her skincare routine is. If you don't know me, I've worked as a specialist, but I am not a licensed esthetician or a dermatologist, nor do I ever claim to be. That is not my role. That's not my path. If you are struggling with any concerns in your skin, please go see your esthetician or dermatologist to get that shit treated. These videos are for fun to just share my perspective on skincare, but are not meant to be taken as medical or professional advice.
Hey, I'm Olivia Rodrigo, and today
She's really pretty. I love her hair.
My beauty routine.
Is she not wearing makeup?
Every day.
She looks like she's wearing makeup.
So let's get started. So the first thing that I do,
Ouch.
I love these like Ollie gummies. I'm obsessed with them.
I have had those.
A year ago, and I actually think that my hair really improved. They're also just delicious, and also the highlight of my morning is like eating 2 of these because they're so yummy. It's the first thing I do.
She's so cute. Oh my god. She is so cute. I love her smile. Wow, what a beautiful woman. I have had those Ollie gummies before. They are fucking dangerous because your boy has overdosed on those gummies more times than I can count. I remember when I was first introduced to the gummy vitamin and I finished off all of them in less than an hour. And my dramatic ass was Googling, do you die if you overdose on vitamin gummies? Anyway, those are good. I personally don't take skin or hair supplements daily. I think there's benefit to taking them supplementally as they are supplements. But I usually will only take those if my skin is really struggling or my hair is struggling. And then once I notice that they improve, I stop using them. I'm so mad. My phone just stopped filming out of nowhere. This is literally the worst day to have that happen. So because I can't film my reaction again because it's my reaction, I can only do it once. I'll just insert the clip of what she used next here.
Wash my face. Epion's Milky Lotion Cleanser. A month or so ago, I had like the worst case of dermatitis where I just broke out all around my mouth and it was awful. I think it was like wearing masks a lot and also using a bunch of products that irritated my skin. And so my dermatologist said, okay, like cut everything out of your skincare routine, just wash your face. And that's sort of why my skincare and makeup routine and stuff is so simple. I think less is more with skincare a lot of the time.
So I was able to find the product. It's called Epion's Lotion Cleanser. It's $34. Overall, looking at the ingredient list, it's not terrible. I mean, it's definitely something I would see a dermatologist recommending. Like, it has a very simple ingredient list. It primarily relies on petrolatum, glycerin, cedarol alcohol. There are 2 interesting ingredients, apple extract and date fruit extract. I'm familiar with the benefits of apple extract. I'm not as familiar with the benefits of date extract. So if you guys do know more benefits than beyond that, I believe it's an antioxidant, let me know because it's definitely interesting. I don't find date in products very often, but this is totally something I would see a dermatologist recommending to someone who has really sensitive, really reactive skin. And more than anything, I am so glad that she goes to a dermatologist. I mean, she's dropping terms like dermatitis. I'm like, girl, I think you know your shit. That's cool. But at the very minimum, I'm glad she is seeing a dermatologist to help treat her skin concerns because contact dermatitis is really, really common right now with everyone wearing masks and it rubbing the bacteria on the area. Super common.
My skin is all right. I am a teenager. I'm 18, and so I feel like I cannot expect
She's
to have perfect skin
18?
all the time. It's pretty good, all things considered, but I definitely
Whoa.
have my moments. My skin loves breaking out like on my chin and on my nose. The masks definitely don't help with the acne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. I totally thought she was like 24 or 25. She looks very mature and not in a bad way. Like, she looks amazing, but the way that she speaks and kind of holds herself and presents herself is really mature. I didn't realize that she's 18. Good for her that she's already at this level of success. I'm very impressed. And the fact that she already knows so much about skincare, definitely impressive.
Now we're gonna start to get into the real skincare of it. I have my cute little Glossier bag.
Oh.
So I'm gonna first start
Just using
with
Glossier.
this Ordinary serum.
Oh, okay.
People always make fun of me for it, but I always like, I always like
no,
go like that.
don't
And
touch.
I don't put it on my hands, which I don't know why. It's just so much fun to do it like that. I don't know.
I feel like that's the TikTok way. I feel like I don't even have to say I like that serum, of course.
Next thing I'm going to use is this gua sha, which is this pretty purple color that I love. I kind of just started recently doing this year, and it's like really relaxing. Sometimes I do this also at like the end of the day when I am taking the makeup off.
Yeah. I mean, you can use gua sha on so many different steps of your skincare routine. It's just a nice luxury experience, you know? I keep forgetting to do a video on gua sha, but you guys ask for my opinion all the time, and I think, more than anything, it's a nice luxury experience and it feels great on the skin. You can utilize it when you're applying your serum or your moisturizer. You can use it in so many different steps. And anyone will work. My recommendation is just don't drop a shit ton of money on one because there's literally no reason for you to be doing that. It's a stone, it doesn't need to be fancy, it just needs to work.
Self-care has become super important to me lately. Doing your makeup or you're doing your skincare, you're taking a shower and taking care of your hair or whatever, you're not on your phone and you're like by yourself and you can kind of really recharge.
I need to
That's really
not be on my phone when I do my
alone
skincare.
time. I'm very much an introvert, and so doing stuff like that really helps like energize me for, you know, whatever I'm doing in my work or in my
that's awesome.
life.
I
have
love
the
that.
most peely lips for some reason. Like my lips aren't like
Same.
chapped, but they'll just peel all the time. And so lip scrubs really help. Let's see. I love lip scrubs too because they're usually just like sugar and lemon and they taste so good. Like some of it like accidentally gets in your mouth and it's like totally intentional because it's delicious.
I feel a struggle with lips. Why do I feel like my lips are suddenly very dry when I say that? I don't know where my lip balm is. I mean, here's the thing when it comes to scrubs. I used to be like not as into lip scrubs because of the potentially irritating ingredients, but the reality is that your lips are already exposed to so many different natural components in food. So my philosophy is if you don't notice any irritation or sensitivity, I don't think it's too big of a deal. But at the same time, when it comes to using a scrub, you want to make sure that you're gently scrubbing and not going really, really rough because you can damage and overly sensitize your lips.
Next thing I do is I will put on some chapstick.
Okay. Oh, is that Burt's Bees?
Okay, cool. So
I don't know if it's Burt's Bees. It kind of looks like it.
This is the BB cream that I always use.
Oh,
I always put it on
okay.
my fingers. I used to do it with beauty
Wait, is she
blenders and
already
stuff
into
like that.
makeup? Whoa, is that her whole skincare routine? Just the cleansing lotion and the serum? That is the First Aid Beauty BB cream. You guys know I love First Aid Beauty. Like, they're one of my favorite skincare brands. Let me look up what the ingredients are because I can't remember if it does have an SPF. Oh, okay, so it is SPF 30, but my guess is that that's the only sunscreen that she's using. Why does this always happen with celebrity skincare routines? You know, for a while, I feel like we had a good run. Most of the reaction videos I did, all the celebrities were using a sunscreen every single time. It was good, it was Gucci. And then I don't know what's happened lately, but a lot of reaction videos that I've done, the celebrity will use like a tinted SPF BB cream, an SPF foundation, and call it good. And unfortunately, I don't believe that's enough sun protection for your skin. Here's the reason why. Even though this formula is an SPF of 30, you likely aren't using enough of the formula to justify that SPF 30 amount. When you think about it, the actual amount of BB cream or tinted moisturizer that you use is very little, and I apply a quarter size amount of sunscreen to my face. And everyone should too. Everyone should be applying a generous amount of sunscreen to their face. There was this lady, I can't remember her name, I'm so sorry. She did a test where she applied the amount of tinted moisturizer you would need to justify the SPF rating on the bottle, and girl, she looked like Mrs. Doubtfire when she stuffed her face into a cake. I'd stuff my face into a cake. That was inappropriate, I'm sorry. You just need a lot of the product, and most people are not applying that much. Because of that, I always recommend going in with a sunscreen before you go in with a sunscreen foundation, an SPF BB cream, or an SPF tinted moisturizer. That way it's just adding a little bit of extra coverage, but you're making sure that you're not compromising the most important step of your skincare routine, SPF. And I mean, she does have a little bit more of an olive skin tone, and I know people with deeper skin tones have long been told that sunscreen isn't as important. You don't need to apply it every day, which I don't know who started that rhetoric. I think it is is so messed up. Everyone needs to be wearing sunscreen every single day, no matter what your skin tone is, because even though you may not get UVB damage, which burns the skin, you can still get UVA damage, which causes aging and can contribute to the risk of skin cancer. So I just believe that everyone should be wearing sunscreen, and I don't think that this tinted moisturizer, although I like First Aid Beauty, I love their products, I just don't think it's enough. Wow, well that has to be one of the fastest skincare routines I've ever seen, which I like, don't get me wrong, I like simple routines. When she said a simple routine is better and less is more, I completely agree, except when it comes to sunscreen. My only exception. I mean, her routine is very simple, and I'm glad that she's going per instruction of her dermatologist, keeping the cleansing process really, really simple by just using like a nice simple moisturizing cleanser. She goes in with the serum from The Ordinary. I'll be 100% honest, after reacting to that, I tried to look at it like 3 times as it came on camera, and I can't tell if it's niacinamide or hyaluronic acid, but I like Ordinary serums. They're all good. They fall into line with that very simple minimalist philosophy that I believe she has. If it is hyaluronic acid, I would hope she uses a moisturizer just to make sure it pairs well with that hyaluronic acid to help draw in hydration without potentially dehydrating the skin. She does go in with a tinted moisturizer, and honestly, most tinted moisturizers have similar, if not exactly the same structures as normal moisturizers. They just have more of a pigment. And so I don't necessarily have an issue with that 2-in-1 philosophy, but it's the 3-in-1, the sunscreen, moisturizer, and makeup in one, where I get a little bit like, not sure how I feel about that. I just wish she would have used a separate SPF, that way she was making sure to properly protect her skin. Olivia, if you are watching this video, here are some sunscreen recommendations. The Biossance Squalane Mineral SPF 30 is really good. It works for so many skin tones, is zinc oxide based. If you do want one with a little bit of a tint that can work alongside your tinted moisturizer, the Bliss Blockstar SPF 30 has been my recent favorite because it dries down matte on the skin. Or if you want something more hydrating, the Kinship Probiotic SPF is amazing. Great for helping to deeply nourish the skin, and it has probiotics to help support barrier function. But honestly, any sunscreen that you prefer, I would recommend using it as opposed to just relying on your tinted moisturizer alone. And those are my thoughts. Wow, that was like the fastest reaction video I have ever done, and it's great because I'm right on time. My meeting is in 1 minute, so I gotta hurry. But I'm also interested in learning a little bit more about who she is because she seems lovely. I mean, the fact that she's 18 and already this successful and doing this much with her life is incredible. Good for you, Olivia. She seems like a really, really nice person. And don't forget to let me know down below in the comment section who you think I should react to next. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.